Yeah, I'm making a video tearing this thing apart. Just because, you know, part it out, see how it was. Even though it's a poor representation of how it was, because it's already kind of torn off half the damn car. Yeah, because half the interior is out, and the rear axle is out. It's on the floor. The exhaust is just dangling down. Yeah, kind of failed. But this is my style, recording half the process, and then acting like I did a good job. Changes a lot when the radiator and the condenser are out of the front of it. It's weird how the intake goes straight down and over, but I mean, it's efficient. And in an HHR, where space is limited, efficiency is required. Yeah, look how crusty all this stuff is, though. It's hard to see because camera, but it looks so complicated. There's just wires and hoses running everywhere. Yep. Well, we're doing the fuel line. There is the insulation they put on it that causes the issue, and there's, well, blocking the hole. There we go. It's top line. So focus. 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 Let me get my. Just there's the leak. Oh, shitty fuel line. Oh, yeah, it literally shattered taking it out. It was just a little crusty. So, I am very, very poor at filming because this thing's currently sitting on the floor, literally. But there's a good reason for that. Damn, this thing is low. Like this. Yeah. So this engine is just about ready to come out here. All I gotta do is pretty much pull the bolts from the engine mounts and then jack the body off and leave the engine on the floor. The subframe is unbolted, the suspension's unhooked, all the wiring's unhooked. The exhaust is still hooked up. However, it is not connected to the body. So it's going to slide out with the car, and then the bolts are going to be nice and easy to access. Theoretically. That's kind of the hope. That's the one thing I was lazy on, so we'll see how that goes. The back is still on jack stands, just set pretty low. Yeah, this thing. As you can see, it is like 80% stripped to nothing. Like, there's no rear axle in it. There's virtually no interior in it. Half the wiring is right there. Obviously, there's no dash. Yeah, pretty soon this car will be no more, which, good. Be done with it, because it's a pain. It takes up a lot of space, which is why I'm tearing it down now instead of like when I'm ready to do all the swap. Simply because I don't got space to store it. Otherwise, I'd leave it frickin' parked collecting dust until I'm ready for it. But, oh well, it is how it is. Yeah. It's coming out. Looky there. Engine is on the floor. It's out. See what I meant by the exhaust? It's got a whole exhaust system in it. Yeah, so now I just gotta unbolt that. It actually looks surprisingly not crusty, other than yeah, looks a little rough. But the exhaust itself doesn't look too crusty, so that's actually surprising. Well, not too crusty by my standards. I expected worse from a car from Ontario. If anyone doesn't know about Ontario, well, I've shown the rest of this car. Yeah, rust. So, yeah, they rust. Everything's there is rusty, so ish done. It's out. Oh, I don't know if I made a clip since this came out. I've been not really filming this a whole lot, but then again, it's not that interesting. I'm taking bolts out and taking parts off. Yeah, no, dash is out. Can't even show you. I can show you that, but can't even show you the dash because it's gone. Sold that. Sold a bunch of the back interior. Yeah, it's my L&F drivetrain front suspension. The only thing is over here, I need a control arm and a knuckle. It had a base model control arm on this side, and the ball joint's smaller on a base model than an L&F. So it basically just was super loose in there. They had the knuckle clamped all the way tight, so the knuckle was deformed, and it marred the hole, so the knuckle was dicked. So I need a new one of both of those. So that's really annoying. This door sold. I just gotta take everything I need off of it. That's my NSS rear axle. Yep. Struts. Piles of parts everywhere. Yep. Okay. Look. It's barely anything. Same. There's not even a windshield in it. It's a shell. Except for the back windows. It still has back windows. I'm not sure what I'm going to do about that. Empty engine bay. This thing is like a skeleton. Windshield's over there. There's parts literally everywhere. Even on the roof. It's a pain in the ass, but I'm getting there. But yeah, also, look at that. Look at that. It's back. It's plated. After all the fights, I think I talked about the last clip. Okay, yeah, I think in the last video I talked about how the brake line had rusted a hole in it and was leaking fuel. Well, and then it stopped starting. Turns out it sent a piece of rust all the way up into the high pressure fuel pump, which then killed it. And that's why it stopped starting. So I stole the one off this one's engine, put it on there, and look, it runs. I think I had to do, I'm not sure if I mentioned the last one, I had to put an airbag in it too. So yeah, and it's plated. Street legal. MIA. Look, we cut the front end off and part of the roof. It's soon not going to be anything. I don't know where I left off last clip, but I've never taken this long to cut up a body. It's been like 3-4 days. Yeah, we didn't get very much done. We just lobbed the rad support off and the front section of the roof. So I got finished cutting all this shit up so then it can get disposed of. Figured now would be a great time for a clip. Looks what's not here. I got cut up car for days. There's the back half. Standing up. You can see exactly how rusty, crusty. Look at this. There's supposed to be structure right here. Like This groove right here, I don't know. But this, like, that's the hole that the fucking park brake cable clips in. It's not even a hole, it's just a notch. You can see light through it. Yeah. It's so bad. It's just terrible. Let's see any other blatantly terrible spots. Yeah, mostly just right here. This is pretty crusty hole. Nice. Yeah, see? That's the hole on the other side that the park brake clips into. And we'll come back. It's terrible because it's all backlit, but it's done. That's just structure. It's rusted away. Well, just like that, there is no longer an HHR in here. Well, there is. It's just you wouldn't be able to tell. Ooh. Well, right in front of me there is a whole lot less everything. Just a bit. Look how trashed this garage is. But hey, it's gone! For the first time since I pulled this car in, look at all this space. All that's left is everything that was bolted on. Yeah. Hopefully I can get rid of some piles of some stuff. I got tires to get rid of. That, which I gotta like switch out the grossest visor ever. And put the sunroof in the silver car. Because the one in the silver car is pooched. I think the track's broken on the one side. It just jams as soon as you try and move it. So, yeah, I guess that makes a conclusion to this. Wow, I'm going to do an outro. Not in the basement. It's wild. So yeah, that's the end of this video. That's the saga. Dealing with that. Probably a little bit of silver car in there. Don't know. Who knows when I edit it? I don't know. Yeah, next time you see this garage, it'll be a lot cleaner, I promise. Hold me to it.